1, 2, hello baby. Yes, I did have a treat in my hand moments ago. It's hidden to keep you up here when you look like you might leave. Bring out the treats. Where are you going? Where are you taking Jeffrey? Oh, you didn't want him on camera. He's too young, Jeffrey is, you see. You can have one now. Sit. Sit. Who's a good boy? Gently down, actually. There you go. Yes, there's more where that came from, and you know it. You know it. Come here. No, bring Jeffrey with you. Bring Jeffrey. Look at your little triangle ears. They're like big black Doritos. Yeah. I gave him Doritos once. Well, maybe 3 of the chili heatwave Doritos, and he vomited a lot the next day. I don't think it was related. He probably ate something on the beach because he only had 3, and he's a Labrador. They've got like iron stomachs. But the next time I had Doritos, I knew I wasn't going to give him any just in case, and I let him sniff one. What are you doing to that poor giraffe? I let him sniff one, and he was like, no, not interested. Aww. Shall I move the camera so it's just on Dexter? I'll just film him and do voiceovers again, shall we? He's much more interesting. He's much nicer to look at than I am. You done? You done? He's done. Hello, gang. Hello, friends. Where are you off to? You going somewhere? Not you guys. Hopefully you're sticking around for more than 2 seconds. You gonna stay there? Okay, ready? Are you ready? What's a good boy? Hello, gang. Hello, friends. Hello, gang friends. Gang friends. Gang friends merch available at Stop Itching every time. Gang friends merch available at MissJoesNailCo.com. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. Are you well? I hope you're well. I really do. If you're new, hello. 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 Subjects. Hello. My name is Jo. That's Dexter. I should start. His name is Dexter. I'm Jo, and I do nail stuff. She does stuff, nail stuff, and stuff she does with nails, done with nail stuff and stuff for nails. We'll just let him do his thing. Can't really tell what he's doing because you can just see a silhouette. He's scratching, that's fine. Just don't do anything rude. Dexter dog. Welcome back. Here we are. Shall we begin? Okay. What's been happening? I got sent some stuff. I got sent a lot of stuff from Madame Glam, their new collection, which is called what is it called? I'll have a look on the website. I know what the polishes are called because they sent me them all, but I can't remember what the collection is called. So we're going to have a look at them. That's that squeaking. It's not my ass. We're going to have a look at them and do something with them. What should we do? Not sure. There's some amazing reds and pinks and other stuff. Let's just have a look at them and then we will do something with it. You okay, sweets? Would you like a treat? Come here. Come here. Oh, look, I've got your thingamajig, your cigar, your dentist stick. Sit. Hello. Sit. Good boy. Gently. Take it. Good boy. He'll probably just go parading it around the room now. Look at me! Look at my dentist stick. You okay? God, I just love him so much. Should we just sit and look at him for a while? I'm game. No. Let's do some nail stuff. So these are the 2 boxes I got sent. Ooh, did they come lined up like that in ombre order? No, I did that. So we'll look at them one by one and then I'll do some comparisons of some because they might be hard to tell how different they are from each other, showing them one by one. So this is High Roller. This definitely got a red tint to it, but it's a dark, delicious, decadent sort of browny red. This is Casino,
which I think these names are really well suited to these colours. I don't know why, but I think that suits being called Casino. It makes me think of money, like coins, gold coins. This is the strip. This is an amazing red. The reds in this set are gorgeous. This one, Grand Canyon, this is a neon red. It is so bright and so gorgeous. I've already had a client use it. It is super bright, perfect pillar box red. And then this one, Welcome to LV, is an orangey red. When you put it next to reds, it looks orange. When you put it next to oranges, it looks red. It's orangey red. This one is Rodeo Drive. Why is it pronounced Rodeo Drive and not Rodeo Drive? I don't know. Pinky. This is a really gorgeous pink. Perfect for summer. That will be used a lot in videos, I'm sure. And then we have Venice Beach, which is kind of like a bright, dusky pink. It's dusky, but it's bright. And then the next box, we have Walk of Fame. And whilst I was swatching and doing these, I kept in my head saying Walk of Shame. But no, there's nothing shameful about this colour. It's gorgeous. Walk of Fame. And then we have the Boardwalk. Nice pastel pink. Not a pink person myself, but do appreciate the colour. Perfect baby pink. And then Hollywood, which is white, but it does have a very subtle, very, very subtle pink tint to it. And then Millennium, which is kind of, I don't know why I'm trying to describe them. You're looking at them and I'm terrible at doing so. So that was Millennium. And then the Loop, which is a bit more greeny. The other one was more of a yellowy cream. This one's kind of a greeny cream. And then Old Town, which is another sort of creamy colour. I will put some of these next to each other so you can see the difference. And then we have Water Tower, which is a sort of stony white, I think. It's, you know when you go to a paint shop and you say white and they say, do you want this white, this white, this white, this white? These are a bit like that. So Riverwalk, this is super duper white. But I think it does have a slightly blue undertone, but a very, very mild, cool blue undertone. I'm going to compare it to Perfect White, which is on the left, which makes Perfect White look bluer and Riverwalk look whiter. You know when you have the blue light filter on your phone and then you turn it off and you look at it and you think, oh my god, it's so blue. I think that's kind of that's Perfect White, is that kind of blue white, sorry. When you turn the filter off. And then the other ones are kind of just different sorts of whites. But yeah, Water Tower is definitely stonier, and I think I showed another two there, but I missed them. I was talking. Old Town and the Loop, you can see the difference between those. And then the Loop and Millennium. How nice is Millennium? Creamy yellow. Imagine that with some baby pinks and little pastel-y stuffs. And then Millennium and Old Town. And then I'll show you all of them together. You'll see better. Sometimes when you're buying online and you click on an item, you want to see them next to each other, but you can't always do comparisons side by side on polishes. So this is them all next to each other. Look how nice those pinks are. And the reds. Oh, and High Roller. It's so divine. So let's do something with them. I'm thinking we should do something. Stop shouting. You stop shouting, telling me what to do. I'm thinking, don't whisper though, let's do something pink. I'm feeling a bit pink lately. I don't know why. I've got black on my nails. My nails are a fucking disaster. But, you know, if it bothers you, Jules. Remember Jules? Well, get over it because they're not going anywhere. And this one I have just peeled off. No, don't pick. Fuck me. Can I get to a point? Apparently not. Is it snowing? What? Don't leave me, Dexter! I don't have ADHD. I just act like I do. It's snowing. Yesterday, this is why we talk about the weather so much in the UK. Because yesterday it was sunny and warm. It was sit in the garden weather. And today it's fucking snowing. It's raining and snowing. What is up with mumsy nature? I think she's pulling a fast one on us over here. Let's do something pink. Yeah, I'm feeling pinky. I'm feeling almost like, do I want pink on my nails? Which, if you've been with me for a while, you'll know is just not me. Stop talking about yourself. Oh, I tell you what we're going to do. I saw on Alina Hoyo's Instagram. Go follow her if you haven't. Her nails are immaculate. They're pristine. They're so nice. She had a set where they were all black apart from two of them where they had a French tip, but it was a grey, like gingham pattern. So I think I'm going to take that French tip. Oh, sun's coming out. Gingham pattern and do that in pinks, some of these pinks. And then the other four, I don't really know. Cherries, I was thinking, but I don't think I want to put pink and red together today. I don't know. Let's just begin. So let's start with Hollywood. Hollywood! This is the white that I think has a very soft, very subtle pink hint. And I think because we're doing pink, then it's nice to use that one. And also it means the pink isn't as kind of stark and harsh. And now I'm mixing the Boardwalk and Rodeo Drive. Oh, booby. Oh, two nipples. That's unfortunate. I'm mixing them together to get a different pink, which is silly because there's so many nice pinks here. But because I want Rodeo Drive to be the final sort of square on the gingham, because I want that to be the dark final square, I want to kind of put a bit of it in with this one so they're in the same family, you know? Does that make sense? So I'm now taking, I've done 2 coats of Hollywood and I'm taking a long striper and just always starting in the center with patterns, especially patterns that are going all over so that you do have kind of a focus point of it in the center. So I'll do I'll do 1 stripe there. And when I start in the center, I'll then, when I want to make the line a bit fatter, I'll work from either side of it. So add a bit more to the right of the line, add a bit more to the left, so it still stays in the center. And then I'll probably flash cure that. Yes. And now we're going to do another one either side. Sorry if you can hear Dexter drinking in the background. I've switched to voiceovers for these parts. It just makes life a lot easier than having to say what I'm doing as I'm filming it. So we'll get, oh no! Look what happened. The brush, I didn't come out far enough and I went back up and I caught the nail. So wipe that off. And that's why it's good that I cured or flash cured the first one. So when I wiped there, it wasn't affected. And now I'm going to make sure I come really far away from the nail before I go to start at the top again so my brush doesn't flick back up. And then we'll flash cure this one and then put another one on the other side like so. And then full cure. Am I wonky? I am a bit wonky. I can't be bothered to move and fix that, I'm afraid. Maybe if I just lean like this. Is that better? When doing it will be easier to, we've got our vertical lines to just go in with horizontal lines, but I don't want to go over the vertical lines much because it's going to create a hump, which would be fine if we were then leaving it at that, but we're going to put darker colour on top of that, darker pink, brighter pink, another colour, and then it will be too humpy, and it means we might not get as smooth a square on the bits where they cross because there's a hump. I'm going to just do them on the white bits where they would be and maybe just fade it onto the vertical lines so that we don't have to draw squares, we don't have to do neat sides. Here's our lines. Oh goodness. Here's our lines. Pretend my fingers are parallel. Instead of filling in that and having to do a perfectly straight line here and here, as well as here and here, I'll go here and here and then fill this in and then just wisp it onto those so it kind of doesn't have a lot of bulk on there. It just wisps off. Is that what we'll do? Yes. Will it take longer and be more faffy? Absolutely. But are we going to faff? Yes. We're going to faff like a fucking champion. And that's how we're going to do it. But if you do want to make it easier, just go straight across. But it will be a bit humpy. Just whatever. Do what you want. Don't listen to me. What the fuck do I know? So let's be overly faffy with our horizontal lines. It would be so much easier to just go straight across. But I think this way it does work out the bit where they do overlap, there's no hump. And that's what I was going for, humpless nails. And I think even if you were doing a straight line across the whole thing, horizontal line, then it wouldn't be perfectly straight anyway, because it does lift up and go down a bit over the hump of the vertical line. Does that, I'm getting a bit rambly. So I'm going to just feather out the parts of these horizontal lines that are touching the vertical lines and just feather it onto it so that there's no hump. How many times can I try and explain that? I don't know. Should we give it another go? No, shut up. If you're willing to do the faffing, it pays off. You can see the cross in the middle where it joins. There's no hump. So I'm glad I went the scenic route to do this. And then you can see I've sped this up a bit, but I'm just feathering it onto the vertical lines. Are you okay, Itchy Magoo over there? And then at the top, there should be, and I do put, because I'll do these horizontal all the way over the nail. And if there's at the top where it looks like there should be the beginning of another horizontal line, but not a full horizontal line, it was tempting to just leave it, but I think it did make sense to put it there, even though it looks kind of a bit wrong now. Once it's all finished, you want to carry a pattern on as far as the eye can see. So even if there would only be just a tiny bit visible of something at the top or the bottom on the side of the nail, then stick it on there because it will look better in the end. And then I'm mixing some of this mix with the Rodeo Drive, because even though I didn't want to, I thought I do need to kind of get these two colours a bit more related to each other. I could have just done plain Boardwalk and plain Rodeo Drive, but I wanted to have them in the same family. So I've put a bit of each in each. And now I'm just doing little squares. I've switched to a shorter brush and just doing little squares over wherever the two lines cross. So the white bits are all staying white and we're just going on top of. So that's why, and I'm going to talk about it again, that's why I wanted to feather the horizontal lines onto the vertical and not just go straight over, because we're then putting another colour on top of that. So even though this will be a bit raised, these squares, they won't be as raised as they would be if we'd have done the line all the way over. Oh my goodness, I'm boring the shit out of myself talking about the same thing over and over again. So little squares, and you can use the pink lines that were already there as guides as to where to do them, and then give that a full cure. It's so pretty! I think I'm going for one take today. Bizarrely enough, this is the second time I'm talking about this, but I really fucked up that sentence and just went off on a tangent. So we'll cut that bit out. But other than that, I'm going for one take. Whatever I say, that's going to be how it is. Say everything once, then get the fuck on with stuff. It will make editing a lot easier, which is good because it's Friday and I need to get this video out by Sunday. Oh Lord, that's my weekend. Whoop whoop. Baileys will make it better. I was thinking of I've picked up the wand. Just a clear, like a French pink, like a sheer pink for the nail bed area of where we're going to put the French. But I think I want to do full one of these pinks, but then it's going to be similar to the pink that we're doing the lines with. I think that will be okay. Will it? Yes. Let's do that. Wait, I've got a really nice Madame Glam pink that's got bits of glitter in it. Is that too much with gingham though? Glitter and gingham. I feel gingham is a bit more kind of, country girl picnic, whereas glitter's a bit more not. No, we'll do it pink. So I'm taking the Boardwalk just as is, no faffing about with it. The colour from the bottle is perfectly fine, Joseph. No need to f about with things. And then I'm going to do 2 coats of this. This is such a cute pink. And then I'm putting some Hollywood. Some Hollywood. I'm going to do a French. I want to make it quite thick at the tip because we're going to put our gingham pattern in there. Don't want to make the lines much skinnier than the lines on the full gingham one because then they kind of won't match as well. So I'm going to take this up quite high up the sides so we can get more of our gingham pattern on. And then I'm using the bottle brush here, but because it's such a small area and I'm kind of doing bitty strokes, then I'm going to take a liner brush and just even it out so there's no brush strokes in it, because I think I'm only doing one coat on this. I couldn't be bothered to do this a second time, so we're only going to do one coat. I think that's too thick on the left side there, is it? I think I wanted to fix it, but we do want room for the gingham pattern, so just as is. I can't bother to wipe it all off and do it again. One take, Joseph, one take. So let's get our gingham on this French tip. Like I said, I don't want to make them a lot thinner than the lines are on the full nail, but maybe not as thick because there's not as much room. Are you okay? Sliding off the sofa? He slides, he puts his front paws on the floor and then just lets his body slide with his back legs outstretched off the sofa. So I'm making sure on this one here, again starting in the center and thickening the line from either side of it, and then doing the side lines here, making sure to go with the smile line at the top to make it curved at the top and not go into the pink above it. And then I've full cured the vertical stripe. So I flash cure as I go, but when you're then moving on to the next step or going on top of something, give everything a full cure. And then we're getting in just some horizontal lines at the top here. There would be room, if this was all over, the white all over, there would be another horizontal line above that first one I've done, but I think it's too skinny and I'm totally contradicting what I said earlier. If there is room for the pattern to carry on, do it, but I'm ignoring that rule for this just because it's on a French. If it was all over, then it's kind of different, I think. I'm just trying to justify the fact that I'm ignoring what I said earlier, so I'm not going to put horizontal ones at the top, but I am having them come out just below the smile line, just having a couple there. And then we'll do that all over as well. I say all over, there's only one line left, I think. And then that will again have a full cure because what we're about to do is go on top of it. Oh, look how fast I paint. I paint so slowly. That's why I've sped this bit up, because I paint very slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. Just trying to make sure my white squares are even. And now we can go in with our Rodeo drive that I've mixed a little bit of boardwalk in with the boardwalk, and again making sure here follow the pattern of the smile line. Didn't want that to be a full square, and then fill those in. I love this color. I love this color. Do I want pink nails? Oh, I don't know. Maybe when I have a tan. So I'm again getting little bits on the side there, carrying that pattern on where they would be. It looks a bit out of place here, but we are going to put a white line around this French. Don't be the doorbell. My youngest sister went to Harry Potter World a while ago and messaged me to ask me what house I was in. Obviously, I know what house I was in back in the day, avid pothead, but I couldn't remember. And she gave me a website to go to, and it's, as she said, it's where you can get sorted. Say no more. I'm there. So I'm officially a Hufflepuff, House Hufflepuff. And apparently their animal, the badger, he's my animal. You're my real animal. Screw the badgers. But apparently the badger is all chilled and a nice person, a nice animal, until you get on the wrong side of it, and then it could take down a lion. A lion? Is that right? Something doesn't quite add up there. And apparently their common rooms are near the kitchen, the Hogwarts kitchen. I'm quite happy with these two nuggets of information. I think I'm a relatively nice person and I'm chilled. Somebody loves me. I'm chilled most of the time. But then if you leave a hater comment, I'm coming for your throat by way of the kitchen. Snacks for the road. I'm not really coming for your throat. I'm coming for your grammar. Don't get me started on my Patronus though. A cat. A fucking cat. I'm deathly allergic. A Siberian one at that. I'd be dead within minutes. Fucking cat. I want my Patronus to be a lion. A lion is my favourite animal. Bar dogs, of course. Do you ever wonder, I think about this probably more often than one should, if you could have a pet of any animal in the world, but it be pet size, what would it be? Obviously, firstly would be the blue whale. You've got to start big. Imagine like a big fish tank or like a bunch of, blue whales swimming around in your garden koi pond. That would be amazing. And then elephants, giraffes, lions. I'd love a pet-sized lion. Is that just a cat? No. It would look like a lion, but it would be Dexter size. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh, I hope they get on. Wouldn't it be a shame if they didn't? And because I'm allergic to cats, would I be super duper allergic to lions? Oh no. I don't think this is a problem that I need to give too much consideration to. My boy's coming back. Are you coming back? No. He's changed his mind halfway. Shall we add some bling? Not bling bling. Get your head out the bin, you animal. Not bling bling. Pearl bling. And not really pearl bling either because they're just a wheel of the cheapest. Get your head out the bin. Are you a raccoon? I'd love a pet raccoon. Obviously, I'd call it Rocket. They're really cheap pearls from... You're so naughty. Are you naughty? That's okay. You can be whatever you want to be. It's all about you. It's all about you being happy. Do you like my wand? Like the wand? They can't eat it. Ping! Should I turn you into a frog, Dex? Ping. They are, I don't know how far I got through that sentence, so I'm just going to kind of start it again. They're cheap. I'm going to say crappy. They're not crappy, they're fine, but they're not like fancy special brand. I think they're probably from, he's taken some paper out the bin. I think they're from Amazon or eBay or I don't know, somewhere cheap. But I think they can still look nice. And I think it will suit Gingham more than sparkly bling. Let's just do it. We're going to do something really fancy pants. Maybe just a line across the top.
So these are my cheapo pearls. They're all the same size, which is annoying. It would be nice if they were all different sizes. Well, these, my silver caviar beads from this really cute set. This has the, oh, look at that little rogue pink one. That's really annoying because they're all different sizes. The other ones are all the same. That's annoying. These ones aren't uniform in size. So as cute as the set was with all these different colors of caviar beads, there's not really any uniform size to them, which is a pain in the ass, but I don't think it's too noticeable. So we're going to use, I'm just using some rubber base to put these on with, and then popping some caviar beads in between each one. Awfully cut and edited, sorry. It would take about 3 days to watch the full process of me picking one up, dropping it, getting annoyed. And then I'm going to use a cuticle stick just to press them into line, get them in order, and make sure there's room at the top. A person you'd want to seal in all around them. There's 3 in a triangle on the end and cure.
Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Is he in Wimbledon this year? I don't think he is. It's breaking my heart. Roger Federer, stop breaking my heart. Let's go matte for these. I was thinking shiny for this set, but I think the gingham will look better matte for 2 reasons. One, it's, one is going to be more kind of fabric looking maybe. But the other reason is that where we have got some unevenness, you could just do a thick top coat, maybe a rubber top or top twice, double top. I just stopped working. Power down. to get rid of any wiggle in the light line, which we discussed in the video that I did, the last video, the long video, talking about every nail term and product under the sun. But I think I'm going to do matte because it will just completely get rid of any light lines, so we won't see any unevenness. I think that's the way forward. Oh, I don't know, matte, shiny? Matte, shiny, matte, shiny, matte, shiny. Couldn't decide, matte. So I'm going to use this to seal in around the crystals as well. But I'm thinking that's going to make the caviar beads if you go over them, because I normally like to seal them in. But I'm not going to go over them with this because it will make them matte. I'm just going to try and seal around them. But maybe I should have sealed them in with something first and then just not gone as close with the matte, maybe. So that's what it would look like shiny. I was umming and ahhing, but let's go matte. I'm going to take some white gel paint and just outline this French. It's just going to make it nice and sharp and crisp, and we'll get a nice bright white line. And then because gel paint, you don't need to, well, most of them, you don't need to top. So I can just wipe off the tacky layer if it does have one, and that will be it, donezo. And that's why I've done it on top of the matte, so it stays bright and white instead of being matted, which can sometimes dull whites a bit. This isn't very neat. Oh, that's fucking awful. I'm doing it again. I'm not going to film it again. It's too much pressure, I think. I'm going to wipe that white line off and do it again, and hopefully it will be a bit better. If not, it will just be what it will be. So let's matte top our full gingham to match our other one, and you can see the light line would be wiggly. So you can, if you do want them shiny, use a rubber top, use a thicker top, but this way nobody will know that there's a bit of uneven bumpiness unless someone walks up to you and starts rubbing your nails. I wouldn't recommend wandering the neighbourhoods of places where people would just walk up to you and start rubbing your nails. Anyway, that's those two. They're so cute, I love them. This next nail we're going to do just boardwalk, the boardwalk again. So we'll do 2 coats of that. We are going to do something to it. What are we going to do? What fruit shall we do? I'm feeling like we need something fruity, something a bit fruity, but I don't think I want to do cherries. That was the initial thought because I wanted to use some of the pinks and some of the reds, but I don't think I want to introduce pink to this set. I don't want to bring it in. Mind your business, red. So did I say pink? I don't know. Strawberries? Strawberries are red. Joseph. Let's do some pink strawberries. Could just do pink cherries then. No, strawberries. And then I'm not going to make them, I'm not going to put too much effort into them. I think I want the main thing to be the gingham. Like the nails, it's a gingham set, and there will happen to be some straubs. I like the gingham too much to not make it the focal point. So we'll do some really, really easy, strawberries and who knows what on the other nails. I just don't know. This is why I need to plan things first, because I'm starting to get frustrated with myself. Let's see what happens. Let's get some little straubs on. I'm going to start with a kind of teardrop shape, doing it a bit flatter on the top. A strawberry shape is what I'm going for. And then filling that in, and then we'll just cover the nail with those, doing some off at different angles as well, so that it just isn't... I find if you do things at different angles, it's easier to look more random. If I do things all facing the same way, I end up... it just looks a bit too uniform, and that wasn't what I was going for. So we'll have some coming off the side as well, continuing the pattern. I am doing what I said I should do here, and just continue the pattern so it keeps on going and going. So this one here is the bottom of a strawberry, and I'm not flashing as I go. I think I was just slapping them all on there, but you can flash for a few seconds as you go if you want. And then this one's coming off at the side as well, and then we're going to do a full cure before we move on to the next step, because we're going to be painting on top of our little straubs. And I'm going to take the Madame Glam Lemon Pie and Primavera, which are from their last month's collection, the MAKARTT collection, and we're going to top breathe we're not going to top. We're going to put tops on the strawberries the easiest way possible. Just to start from the center, a little line down. Well, we're fixing that one. Little line down, sweep it to one side, sweep it to the other, and then pull down from that line. Sweep to one side, sweep to the other, pull down. Nice and easy. So cute. I love little strawbs. This one didn't have a green top because it was off the page. And then I'm using the lemon pie. It doesn't look very yellow here, but it is, just to do some little dots. They're not the most professional looking strawberries, but I quite like them like that. I think they're cute. I think they suit the cute gingham vibe. So we're topping that with matte as well. Sometimes I like to have some matte, some shiny aspects in a set, but I think this is going to be all matte. Oh, look how cute they are. Little cutie strawberry strawbs. It's bright blue skies and sunshine now. What's going on, world? I think quite a few years ago, actually, maybe 10 years ago, I think it was really sunny, and this was in April, and then just one day in April, it just snowed. Woke up, snow all over the place. It was a big snow show, and being in England, we don't know how to handle it very well because it's not that rain. We've got it. We know how to drive in it. We know how to stop floods. I mean, we still have floods, but you know, we're used to it. We know what to do and how to live with it. But when it's snow or extreme heat, we're all like, what's going on? What do we do? How do we drive? I remember when I first started driving, I passed my test in December, and it was a really snowy December. So everywhere was just really icy, and it was an interesting time to be new on the roads. There was one time, and I was driving and I put the brakes on, but nothing, I just kept skidding, and I was going towards a wall, and I had a friend in the car with me. So I just I didn't know what to do. So I just looked at her and was like, brace yourself. I guess. Wasn't going that fast. So we just just going like this, watching this wall come towards us, and then bang. My poor little car, Kermit, it was called. And it had 4 whole gears. Little Kermie. Anyway, I'm thinking for this nail, I want to do a plainish one because, like I say, I want the gingham as the main thing. And I don't want to do another gingham nail because that'll be boring for you to watch again. And I just can't be bothered. So I'm thinking plain, but kind of not plain. So we're going to get a unicorn pigment, or whatever you call it wherever you are. I think like a unicorn chrome, like a pearly one. But I think under a shiny top coat, it's quite bluey purpley sort of hues to it. So if I do it matte, because those are the colours that it gets in the light. If I do it matte, will it stop those from happening? I don't know, but we're going to try it. So we'll rub that in and then maybe put some non-blingy bling on, some more pearls. Pearls of wisdom. I don't really have many of those. So I've done two coats, of the boardwalk and cured them. And now I'm topping it with a no wipe top coat, which we're going to give a full cure because this is what our unicorn pigment goes on to. So here's our little unicorn magical mystical powdery stuffs. I'm going to, normally I pat some on the nail first, but I'm going to rub that into this no wipe top. This is what I normally do. Pat around it and then really, really rub that shit in. Like keep rubbing, rub up and down, rub round and round, rub left and right. Just really work it into it and swap fingers every so often so that you're using a finger that hasn't got the pigment on it. Because all this extra rubbing is going to make it more smooth and chromy as opposed to having any speckles, because you don't really want these to twinkle. You want them to look shiny and smooth. So I am rubbing a lot there. I just wanted to show all of the rubbing because the more you do, the more chromy it's going to look. You're not going to have any speckles. So we've dusted off as well. Give it a really good dust. And we're going to add some non-blingy bling to this as well. So I've used some rubber base again at the sides, but you can use gem gel or whatever you want. And then again with some little caviar beads in between. I'm sorry when it's all choppy editing like that. It would take forever to put them on otherwise. So that's it with no top coat. So that's kind of what it would look like shiny, but we're going to put matte over it, and hopefully that's going to get rid of the not the pink, we want the pink, the bluey, purpley tones that we're getting when it shines. Oh, it does look really nice shiny though, doesn't it? But no, it would look odd and the other nails would pick on it because it's different. And we don't want to do that to our lovely nails. So this will go in the lamp for a full cure. It's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. It's not got the bluey purple tint to it, which I think would, what's the word I'm looking for? Petty crime? What the fuck is the word? Clash. There we go. It would clash with the, one take. It would clash with the pinks. And this is perfect. Do you want to see it? No, I'm not showing you. It's too nice. You don't deserve it. I'm kidding. Of course you deserve it. You deserve the world. Let's have a look. Look at, I love this. This is gorgeous. Nice, perfect, pearly sheen that I was going for. So the last nail, we are doing another nail starting with the boardwalk. So we'll do 2 coats of that and cure. And then it needs what? Should we add a little straws? Just a little one at the bottom. Little straws. Or 2. 1 or 2. If I do 2, I don't want to do them facing the same way. If I do them like that, it will look like a heart. A strawberry heart! Save that for a more strawberry based set, I think. Oh, that's a set. The main thing will be this strawberry heart for Valentine's, maybe. That's a bit of a wait, a bit of a way to wait. One take. But I like that idea. Strawberry heart. And we could do like a green floating crown that's like this. And that's the grassy bits on top of a strawberry stem. Yes, we'll do that at some point. But I'm just going to put 1 little straws. God, in 1 little fight. Oh, not on. I mean, neither party was in the right. But was it about that, or was it just about the haircut as opposed to the reason for the haircut? I don't know. I'm not either of those people, but you don't get up on telly and bash someone around the face. It's not acceptable. And I think the worst part of it is that they didn't do anything about it. They're like, we don't condone violence of any sort. Well, you do. You gave it an Oscar, for fuck's sake. I think the whole thing was a bit bananas. That could be a career ender, couldn't it? Which is such a shame because I'm a big Willie fan. Willie means something else over here, but his album was Big Willie Style or something, wasn't it? Yeah, big fan of him. And now I'm like, oh, could have been the perfect opportunity to walk up there after you stop laughing at the joke we saw, to walk up there and say, appreciate you're trying to do comedy, but let's not have it at the expense of my wife's medical condition. And just said, can you apologise? You know? Please apologise to my wife. That joke was below the belt. Not, I'm going to punch you in the face. Or it wasn't a punch, was it? It was a slap. Schlep. If that was any normal person, let's say it was one of the audience members and it offended them and they got up and slapped him, there would be security guards all over the place dragging him out. He'd be fined and face charges. But, you know, it's a big celebrity, so it's okay. I think that's a really bad message. It's also nothing to do with nails, so back to it. Little tiny strobes. Exactly the same as the others. Yeah, I think 2 would be too many, wouldn't it? Too many. And then I'll cure this, full cure, and then we'll do the little easy peasy greeny yellow polka dot bikini. What? The greeny stem stalk. Is it stalk? No, it's a calyx. We're going to go with the stalk though, or the stem. It's just cuter. And I was about to cure this, but I figured we'll just get the yellow dots on with lemon pie before curing, because we're not touching it. So we'll now give that a full cure. It needs something else. I'm holding this wrong, aren't I? I'm using this as the handle. It's not a very comfortable handle. It needs something else. And I think as a kind of nod, just a little hat tip to the French, the Gingham French, we'll do a little kind of side French, not all the way up both sides, just a kind of like a slide, like the strawberry has gone down a slide and landed in the corner. That's what we'll do. Just a little nod. So I'm using the Hollywood, not the perfect white. I'm using the Hollywood that we used under the gingham. I don't want it to touch the strawberry. It's gone down the slide and it's leaped into the air. Well, it's not a leap. It's just a tiny bit. It's having a good time though. Do you remember how fun slides were when you were little? Oh, I went back to a park once that I used to go to when I was little, and everything had shrunk, which was weird because you'd think it would just seem that way because I was bigger, but I'm still 5'2", 3". I haven't changed in height much since I was like 11. So I don't know why, but it just seemed so much smaller. I miss enjoying slides. Anyway, we're matte topping this and cure, and then we're going to add a white gel paint line so it matches the I'm being distracted by Dexter sliding off the sofa again. Matches the gingham one, but I'm not sure about it. Wait! Do I like that line? I don't think I like that line. Let's take it off. It's coming off. We're leaving it as is. So there is our little matte slided, downed, slidey, strawberried. And just like that, we are done. I don't know if I have that sound effect anywhere or some mystical, magical stuff that I can put there, but if not, there we go, special effects, Joseph style. Just like that, we are donezo. Shall we have a look at the final set? So this is our final set. I really like them more than I was expecting to like a pinky pink set. And I quite like the fact that the final squares on the gingham, the darker squares, they're not perfect squares. Normally that would drive me coconuts, but I quite like it. I think it adds to the kind of, it's a fabric. Maybe it's a bit crinkly. So what if my lines aren't perfectly straight? That's what I'm going to tell myself anyway. If you do recreate this set, don't forget to tag me in the picture on Instagram. I hope you like them. I hope you like this set. I really like it. Considering I didn't have a solid plan, I just thought gingham. I'm quite happy with how they came out. Easiest strawberries ever. They look like the easiest strawberries ever, but maybe we'll do a more detailed straws theme set, or just lots of fruit. I'm feeling it's because it's blue sky, and I feel like let's be productive and do loads of sets and paint fruit. Whereas when it was snowing earlier, I was like, oh, I just can't be bothered to do anything. Are you okay, airplane? Interrupting? Rude. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. I think mine is the French tip gingham. And don't forget, you can use code MissJo30 for a whopping 30% off at madamglam.com. I will put a link in the description, and there's also a link to the Gang Friends merch. Join the gang. One of my clients is going to the States on Monday, soon, and she's going to wear her Gang Friends top. She's hoping that someone will recognise it. Stranger things have happened. She's going to California, and then she's going on to Vegas. If you see anyone in Gang Friend stuff, we just have to hug each other. Just go and hug a stranger. Not the best advice in the kind of ongoing pandemic. Go and nod to a stranger. Maybe we need a secret handshake. Oh, we need a secret handshake. I'll work on it. I've not been very good today, have I? My mind's wandering. Not to anywhere specific. Not necessarily to another destination. It's just taking a wander. Doesn't know where it's going. And I'm being easily distracted. Oh, I forgot he's under here. Do you want to come out and say goodbye, Dex? Do you want a biscuit? Do you want a biscuit? What's this? Come say goodbye. Come around here. Come here. Come here. Come. There we go. Here, my sweets. Oh, sorry, electric shock. Oh, it's because we've got such chemistry. There we go. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Is there anything else that I normally say that I've forgotten to say? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Oh, I was going to stop that, wasn't I? I appreciate you being here so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Problem is, he saw how many treats I brought up, and I think he's counting. Dex, come here. Good boy, sit. Good boy. I like feeling his little whiskers and his little front teeth that are straight, because he knows to be gentle, don't you? What the motherfuck is that? Oh, it's fine. Oh, for the longest time. Oh. Look at those ears. Have you got lovely ears? Yes? What are you doing down there, Dexter? I can hear you. Oh, getting everywhere all hairy. Let's put... Do you think I love you more or you love me more? I bet I love you more. I bet I do. Hey. Tired? Sleepies? This is a brush, obviously. It's not a hand, it's a brush. Oh, you are effing jeffing me. Fuck's sake.
Hello? I've blocked off this bit here so he can't knock over the tripod, because that's happened before. And he's gone over there, around the back of the little banistery bit here, and now he's exactly where he's not meant to be. Don't get raucous under there. Oh, come here. You've just had your dentist sick. I think you can wait a minute for another treat. Can we out from the table? Come on, out you come. Out. Not that way. Oh my God. Go round. Oh, thank goodness he knows what that means. Sup? The fucking hair's in my mouth. Hello gang. Hello friends. This mic's right in shot there. Can somebody smell treats? Somebody loves us, Dexter. Hi baby. He's back. Oh, you're back. Yo, scallywag. Would you like a treat? You can have a treat. I'm going to reward when you come near me, and then you'll just never want to leave my side. Here you go. Nice? Is it nice? He's just the bestest boy in all the land. What was I saying? I just want to talk about Dexter all the time. It's all I want to talk about. Well, and nails, I suppose. Kind of like nails.